The foundation of amazement is to show gratitude. And my next guest is here to tell you about the art and science of using gifts to cut through the noise, increase referrals, and strengthen customer retention. So I am pleased to welcome my friend John Ruhlin, the author of Giftology, into the studio. Welcome, John.
Shep, thanks for having me.
So excited about the book, excited about the whole concept of gifting. Let's start off that gifting is, for you, it's a business and it's for business. So share with us what you're all about.
Yeah, well, every business is about relationships, and most people say one thing and do another when it comes to showing that their clients, their employees, that they're valued. And at the end of the day, Giftology, the whole core of what we do is we help leaders think strategically about how they love on their most important relationships, but tied to ROI. Most people say, "Oh, I want to feel warm and fuzzy, or I want to check the box once a year at Christmas."
You know, give them a gift for Christmas.
Yeah, check the box.
Ham.
Yeah, give them a gift card, give them whatever.
Give them that fruitcake.
A lot of those things are unfortunately, yeah, exactly. A lot of those things are given, and most people have put very little thought. They use the excuse that, "Oh, it's the thought that counts." I'm like, no, it's the thoughtful thought that is going to count. And in business today, like if you're not differentiating yourself, like you're dead. And so gifting is one of those.
Thoughtful thought that counts. Yeah. I like that. That's a quote.
It is a quote.
That's going to go down. So thoughtful thought. You wrote this book, Giftology.
Yep.
And I know you have a copy of it with you.
Yeah.
Show us this book.
So,
by the way, this is the way it comes. This is the advanced.
This is the VIP copy.
Copy.
So originally we made 50 of these for the Sheps of the world, the Darren Hardys, the Michael Hyatts, and they cost $200 a piece.
Holy cow!
The thought was
for a book.
For a book. Mm-hmm. Most people say my book costs 99 cents. I'm like, why would you go cheap on? This is supposed to be your Bible. This is like your life's work. And so, when our book it's in a linen box. It comes in a leather bag. And when we gave it out to people, they were all personally monogrammed to them and their spouse. And so when they got it, a lot of people like Michael Hyatt get 5,000 books sent to them every year.
Yeah, he's going to remember when it shows up in a leather. Look at this. This is beautiful. You can see this leather, and this is nicer than the jewelry I buy my wife at holiday time. I'm learning something already. And so, in this book, it's a business strategy. Gifting is a marketing strategy.
Gratitude as a competitive advantage.
Yep.
If you want to drive more referrals, if you want to open more doors and get access to CEOs, if you want to engage prospects or retain your most important people, most people make their decisions based upon how they feel emotionally, and then they justify logically. When you love on people the right way year-round, not when it's out of obligation after a referral or some obligatory time like Christmas, when you surprise and delight somebody, what do? They want to reciprocate. It's how the DNA, that's how God's wired us.
They want to do more business with you.
They want to do more business with you. They want to send more referrals. Like we've seen people 100x their referrals just by putting into practice the playbook and the Giftology system that we built.
Right. So some of your clients include companies like the NFL and Major League Baseball and National Hockey League, because these high-end companies and people, your gift, the suites, the luxury suites.
Yep.
These companies, the leagues are buying their customers these gifts. But I got to show you something. I brought something. Okay. Don't get scared. Are you ready for this?
I can't believe
it's a knife. It's a knife. And I'm not here to
to hurt somebody.
No, to hurt somebody. I feel like Janet Leigh in Psycho, or whatever. So, but on this knife, it's engraved. I got this knife from you, and there's no way you're probably going to be able to see the engraving here. But it basically says made exclusively for Shep and Cindy Hyken.
Yep.
Nowhere on here does it have your logo.
No Giftology. It says Cutco because it's a luxury brand.
That's a brand. Something you sell. But I love when you sent me the note. Thanks for carving out the time to meet with me. It was the first time we met. And the basic message was, wow, and then this is cool. And every time I pick up this knife and I cut myself as I'm cutting the vegetables, I think, darn that John Ruhlin. No, I actually think great things. And that's one of your secrets, is to not put your company logo on the gift that you're giving to your recipient.
Yeah, it's one of our 5 parts of the system is personalization. Mm-hmm. If you're going to give a gift by its very nature should be about the recipient. It's all about them, their name, their spouse's name, their family name. It's your logo, not mine. And the main concept is if you give a nice enough gift, subconsciously they never forget where it came from. And every time you use the knife, and Cindy uses the knife, you remember. Most of the time, if you're not cutting yourself, you're remembering John Ruhlin, you're thinking positive thoughts. So for over 10 years, you've had that knife for 10 years, you use it once a day, that's 3,600 impressions.
Right, it's amazing,
crazy.
It's amazing. All right, we don't have a whole lot of time left, so let's get into, we just showed you a great gift. How about some bad gifts? And actually, you've written a whole thing about the worst gifts to give. Give
Yeah.
us an example of a couple of bad gifts.
Unfortunately, most people get embarrassed when I share them because it's like their entire playbook of what they've been giving for the last 30 years. But it's things like gift cards. People are like, why is a gift card bad? I'm like, well, the goal is to make somebody say, hey, you're being thoughtful. And when you mail it in and say, hey, here's a piece of plastic, go buy your own gift, that doesn't make anybody feel known or feel VIP or feel special. It's the exact opposite.
And so, 2 years from now, hey, don't you remember that gift I gave you? What did he give me?
No idea.
Right.
It's not tangible. Most of the time they get lost. They get spent on groceries or some random thing. They don't remember even what they bought for it, if they even used it. So gift cards are one of the worst. The other thing is consumables. People are like, why can't I give wine or food or hands?
Or a fruitcake.
Or a fruitcake or Harry and David. And I'm like, first off, when they consume it, you get one impression. But nowadays, people are gluten-free and they're on diets and paleo and all these other things. So you send somebody alcohol and they're in AA or their dad is. Or I mean, there's so many ways. You don't know, and you end up offending them. So you spend money to have one impression at best, and in most cases, you end up offending people or giving them something that they really don't need or want.
All right. Well, the book is called Giftology, available through Amazon and pretty much everywhere. If you want to get this white paper that you're referring to, that we talked about earlier, the worst 10 gifts.
Yeah, the whole white paper that we take all of our clients through, whether they're a solopreneur or a pro sports team, go to thegiversedge.com.
The Giver's Edge.
It's a free. They can get it for free and use it with their marketing team or their sales team to avoid what.
All right, my buddy John Ruhlin, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for teaching us the art of appreciation.